Guess what, America? Guess what? We're at war. I woke up this morning and we're at war. We're at war with Iran. I woke up this morning and I found that we're dropping bombs on Iran. That could mean that we're in World War III. And for what? What is our objective here? Right? What is our objective? Why are we bombing Iran? Did we, the United States, get authorization from Congress? And if not, why are we breaking the law to go to war with Iran? Was it an urgency to where we had to do it immediately, and then we'll go and say, hey, Congress, it was an urgent situation where we had to do it immediately, but here we are, forgive me, but now we're asking your permission. What did Iran do to us? Right? You asked them to come to the negotiation table. They came to the negotiation table. Right? I remember when President Obama got that deal with Iran, you complained about it so much. I think the deal was only for 10 years. Right? And President Obama gave them $4 billion of their own money. So their people, could do better. So they could eat. So they could pay their bills. Because it was their own money that we were holding. Right? And you were the biggest critic of that deal. And when you became president, you tore that deal up immediately. There was a country who did not like that deal at all because that country only wanted to go to war with Iran no matter what. Right? Because Iran is the only country standing in the way of that country controlling the entire Middle East. I'm not going to use that country's name for several reasons. It could affect me personally. And there are people from that country that I get along with very well, who are very good people, and some of whom I work very, very closely with. And they have nothing to do with this. So I don't want to use the name of that country, right? Because there are people who know me who could take this personally, right? This time, Iran came to the negotiation table and gave up more than what Obama had gotten. This time, Iran said that we will never, ever seek to enrich uranium enough to create weapons ever. Never. And whatever we have that's up to a certain level will degrade it down to fuel. Iran gave you everything you asked for, putting their country's security at risk. They say, hey, go take the win here. But it was never about nuclear weapons. It was never about nuclear weapons. And I woke up to bombs going off in Iran. Do you know what this means? We're going to war without allies. We've been supporting Ukraine and other places around the world that Americans haven't even heard of with munitions for years. So where our stockpile is very fucking low. So if China, Russia, North Korea decide to join this fucking war, we wouldn't last 10 days with the munitions that we have. Because we have no allies to come to our aid. We, the United States, tariff and try to break our allies before we start a war with Iran. We try to break their systems of government. We, the United States, threaten to go to war with our allies. We threaten to take our allies' countries. Right? And now we're at war with a country with 90 million people. Make that make sense. Orange motherfucker and your MAGA minions, make that make sense.